The great South Indian Buddhist philosopher monk known as Nagarjuna, who lived close to Madras from 150 to 250 AD, and who is credited as the founder of Mahayana Buddhism, has made a statement that Nirvana is in samsara. The word Sanskrit word samsara means the extinction of existence. And Nirvana means the extinction of extinction, while samsara means the continuation or the prolongation of existence. Though they appear to be opposite to each other, existence and non-existence, they are related to each other. There cannot be an extinction of existence without the existence of something. That means extinction of nirvana is the extinction of existence. Existence is a continuation, it's a prolongation, and it is a phenomenon that can take place within time and space. Existence is time and space related. Something needs some space for existence. Space means length, height and breadth. They are called three dimensions in modern physics. And something to exist, it must exist in the time dimension. Although originally there was only three dimensions, time, length, breadth and height in physics, Albert Einstein added a fourth dimension called time, because existence requires time. The nirvana discovered by the Buddha is not outside us. It is not outside our life. It is not outside the existence. In theistic religions, the God is outside us. The kingdom of God is outside us. The eternal heaven is outside us. We can achieve the relationship with the ultimate God, mighty God, only after our death. We can reach the heaven only after our death. But Buddha discovered a phenomenon called nirvana that is here and now. Here means it can be seen here. And the word used by the Buddha is ehipasiko, meaning can be seen here. Anywhere that you can see here. At any place that you can see here. Therefore, It is not limited by space dimensions. It is here. And now means at any moment within the time frame. Any moment of the time frame can be called now. As Nirvana is here and now, it is in the samsara. Here and now means in the existence. As I mentioned earlier, existence requires time and space. Something can exist within a duration of time limits and can exist within the duration of a space limits. Nirvana is beyond both space and time. That means it is beyond existence, but it can be said non-existence. Beyond time means akaliko in Buddhist words. Akaliko means beyond time, timeless. Nirvana is said to be timeless. And also Nirvana is said to be ananta, boundless. Boundless means mainly in space, but also boundless in time. Boundless both in space and time. That state. And that state is referred to by the Buddha by the word sunyata, meaning void or emptiness. Emptiness has no beginning, no end. It is boundless in space and time, therefore. Nirvana is identified with that boundless space and time, that voidness. But Buddha meant the mind becoming void of its content. Because in the Rohitasya Sutta, Buddha said, the entire world, the entire universe that we experience is not outside us, but inside us. Vyamatta kalebere lokancha panyapemi. That means the entire world that we experience is within ourselves. He said, Vyamatta kalebere, 1 fathom body. Because the world we experience is created by our own sense organs. It is with the help of the information supplied by the sense organs called eye, ear, nose, tongue, skin, that we form a world within ourselves. And our ideas, concepts of the world outside are retained in our brain. And brain feed back the mind with information to create the world inside us. Extinction of existence means existence of this world inside us, within us. The world within is made of thought forms, images, mental images. Therefore, enlightenment or the realization of Nirvana means the ending of creating mental images. Therefore, Nirvana is beyond the sensory signals, but not outside the sensory signals. Even the enlightened ones have sensory signals. They become aware of the signals sent by the sense organs. And that awareness is called sanya vedaita. It is the ending of even that sensation that is productive of the ultimate reality called nirvana, the emptiness. The mind becomes empty at the trance called sanya vedaita nirodha, samapatti. That is the trance in which one can experience nirvana, the bliss of nirvana. That bliss is nothing but the emptiness of the mind. As I mentioned earlier, emptiness of the mind means the emptiness of the content created by our mind. All mental creations are illusions. They are reflections. They are images. Like the images that appear in a mirror. They look real, but actually they are not real. Practically they are real. As our entire world within our mind is made of mental images, we are experiencing nothing but illusions. The ultimate reality is nothing but the emptiness of illusions. Emptiness of mental images. That is what is achieved at the trance, the nirvana trance called sanya vedaita nirodha samapatti in Pali, the Buddhist language. To achieve that state, one has to follow a path that is said to be a noble eightfold path. It is referred to as Majjhima Patipada, also at the beginning of the first sermon of the Buddha, known as Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. Majjhima Patipada means middle path, not going to extremes. Extremes of liking and disliking. Beyond all extremes, it is the middle state. Not avoiding extremes completely, but being in middle of extremes. That means not liking, not disliking, but to become aware of. That means a mind free of attachment and resentment. In Pali, a mind devoid of raga and dosa. Such a mind is free of illusions. Illusions known as the moha. That is accepting things as they are. That is called yatha bhuta jnana darsana. That is the nature of the right view in the middle path, the first step. It's called samma ditti. Seeing as they really are and taking things as they really are. Accepting things as they really are. What is the actual reality of things? They are illusions. They are mental images. They appear to disappear. All thoughts like clouds pass away. They come and they go. They have no permanent identity that can be retained in our mind. They are illusory. They are timely. They are ephemeral. Once you understand, once you realize that all mental phenomena are illusory, they appear to disappear, The mind becomes free of attachment, resentment, and ignorance. Knowing the reality means the disappearance of the ignorance called moha. Removing or the extinction of attachment, liking, it's called vitaraga. The mind becomes vitaraga. Absence of resentment is called vita dosa. The mind becomes free of disliking because the mind is free of the ignorance of the actual reality. The basic actual reality is anicchata, dukkhata, anattata in the Buddhist language. Everything worldly, everything in existence is dynamic. Something can exist only if it is dynamic, when it is not dead. Living things can exist. Scientifically, even the dead body is existing because it is continuing in degeneration. Everything, both dead and living, are existing in existence. But existence is not a continuation of a permanent identity. The entire existence is driven by the universal dynamism known as anicchata in Buddhist language. The entire universe and every item in it is dynamic, creative, active, living. That means it is in a state of transformation from one state to another state. In living, a baby you get transformed to a child gets transformed to youth, the youth gets transformed to an adult, the adult gets transformed into an old person, it gets transformed into a dead body. That is the process of transformation in existence. That means nothing can retain a permanent idea, everything is in a state of transformation due to the universal energy. The view of that reality is called sammaditthi. That is the first aspect of the eightfold path to attain nirvana. When you have the right vision, then you get right thoughts, samma sankappa, right thinking, right concept. Right concept is not taking ephemeral things as real, illusions as real, actual realities, things impermanent as permanent. With such vision, your mind is free of attachment, resentment, and ignorance. That is nirvana. Nirvana is said to be ragakkaya, dosakkaya, mohakkaya. Because Buddha's words. The mind free of attachment, resentment, and ignorance. That means the mind free of thinking. We think of things that we like and get attached to. We think of things that we dislike and resent. We think of things that we are ignorant of. That means thinking is caused by likes, dislikes, and ignorance. Enlightenment means the extinction of likes, dislikes, and ignorance. That means nirvana is related to samsara, the existence. If there is no existence, there can't be an extinction of existence. Therefore, without samsara, there can be a nirvana, and without nirvana, there can be a samsara. Something can exist within nothingness, within void. It needs voice, space and time. Nirvana is a state beyond the limitation of space and time. But it is within space and time. That space and time is unlimited. Akaliko means it is timeless. Anantam means it is boundless in space. But it is here and now. Here means Epasika, as I mentioned earlier. Now means Sanditiko, can be seen here. That is the state of enlightenment, both after the enlightenment as well as on the path to enlightenment. That is what is said by the Buddha as the shortest cut to an ascetic called Bahya in the Bahya Sutta. When you see things, just become aware of seeing. When you hear, just become aware of hearing. When you experience something with other sense organs, just be aware of your awareness, sensation. When something crops up in the mind, just become aware of it. Because whatever that one becomes mind aware of is subject to decay and death. Everything that is generated by the mind can get degenerated and can get extinct. In such a state, the mind becomes free of attachment, resentment, and the ignorance of the illusory nature of the mind. That is enlightenment. And that awareness, that realization is within the samsara, within the mind. But mind free of mental images, free of illusory mental images. And that mind is here and now. Here means anywhere that can be called here. Now means at any time that can be called here. That means Nirvana is in the samsara. The extinction of existence is related to existence. Existence is illusory. The state after extinction of illusion is the ultimate reality, the truth called Nirvana.